Uh-oh. Ooh. If you occasionally play in custom rooms, you may have stumbled upon a map called 5 Levels. It seems to be everybody and his uncle's favorite. It's not hard to understand why. The small but fast-paced levels promise a lot of fun. No wonder I was asked several times how to program the game mode. It's surprisingly easy. So first thing we do is we set up the round. So for this we choose Battle Royale as game time. And then here we go into the edit rules and we load already pre-existing game rules like elimination. We load it, and then this one here will all be adjusted to what we need. So here we go down to the very bottom, and at multi-round games we just turn the toggle on, and now at the very top we have this rounds to win. So here you can define how many rounds you want and the winning score. Important is here that you have more than 0, so maybe 5, otherwise it doesn't work. Important is also here with the death behavior that you choose eliminate and don't allow revive. Next step is to prepare the map. So just make those 5 floors in whatever way you like it. I make it here very simple to just demonstrate it. A good idea is if you actually put floor numbers. That's less confusing when you later have to program. But the most important part is here that you edit the spawn points. So if you're here in the first floor, all of them needs to be in needs to have the area ID 1. So you need to adjust it. Put here area ID 1, area ID 1, and so on. You do the same thing for all of the blue spawn points. You need to have, in total you have the 6. And now you just put up one of the spawn points into the second floor, and here you define the area ID as the second, as 2. And then also copy until you have 6, and you do the same thing with the blue spawn points. They're also area ID 2 on the second floor. You copy until you have 6. And then you do the same thing on the third floor. I guess you understand the logic of it. And now comes the fun part, the event editor. So first we start with a variable that always defines in which floor you are fighting. That's why we give it the name. Maybe floor or level. Important is that you put here at scope, you choose global because you want this to be same for every player. And then you go here to elimination complete. You add an action. So the idea is every time when elimination is complete, you add 1 to that variable. Then we go to round start. Here we also add an action. All important is here you select all players. And the action, we set player spawn area. And here we don't just add a number, but we let them read the current variable. So you go here to variable, global, and then just choose the variable. So instead of a number, it will always put the variable into it which is currently on. So it means if it's 1, you will be in spawn in floor 1. If it's 2, you will be spawn in floor 2, and so on. This rotate theme you can actually delete. And on a small side note, because here you start at floor 1, so you should start the variable with 1 too. So what we have now already works perfectly, but the problem is every time when you finish a game you end up 1 floor higher, and when you reach the top floor then there are no more floors. So we delete this here and we actually add a group. And for this group we define 2 different conditions. The first one is here. If this global variable is less than 5, that means if you didn't actually reach floor 5, then you always add +1, that means you go 1 floor up. So for this we choose add variable, floor or level +1. However, if, and here we choose a variable again, global variable, if it's equal 5, which means we reach the 5th floor, then we want to go back to the 1st floor. So if it's 5 or more, we set the variable, and be careful, set and add is not the same thing, so we set the variable back to 1st floor, and that's it. So if you have any questions or comment about how to do that, please ask them, and if you made a nice 5 level map, just post them in the comments.